Guys, what is that on the table in front of you? Well, it's something I'm unhappy with. And before we go any further into it, this is not me crapping on a company. This isn't me saying I don't like off-grid knives. I just personally don't like this knife. This is the Off-Grid Knives Rapid Fire Rescue, and it's a hard pass for me. What the F? Let's turn this around and take a look at it from above. All right, guys, this one's going to be challenging. I might wind up turning into the angry video game nerd on this one. This is the Rapid Fire series by Off-Grid Knives. This is the first Off-Grid Knives I have not liked. What is this one? This is the Fire Rescue, Rapid Fire Rescue by Off-Grid Knives. And I got to say, I have not found much I like about this knife. But, you know, in all honesty, I have to do it. I've had 3 of these now show up, and I have not reviewed any of them. I've got to do this one. So, let me get this box out of the way. We'll do some quick size comparisons here in a second. Your first knife is the Ferrum Forge Minax. As you can see, this is not a little knife. This is a great, great knife. It was my knife of the year, I want to say 2021 or 2021. So you can see there. Your next knife is going to be the Benchmade 940. A lot of people, you should know the size of that knife there. And your final knife for size comparison, as always, is going to be Chris Reese Benza Large 21, one of the best knives to ever hit the market, in my opinion. Love this knife, and a knife a lot of you should have a point of reference as to the size of this knife. So let's get this out of the way, and let's try to find something good to say about this knife. All right, guys, this knife for me is a hard pass. I could see this appealing to certain people, but this is a knife that's really, really similar to a knife that I used to own, which was the 0300 BK, which was a ZT knife designed by, I want to say it was like a Mick Strider and Ken Onion collab. So what are you looking at? You got a 14C 28N blade that's done in a sheep's foot style. It's really nice and straight edge. It's done in 14C, like I said, great, great steel. And you've got some very, very good textured G10. It's done in a liner lock with a flipper tab. That's your only deployment, is the flipper tab. And it deploys very hard because it is an assisted opening. You can see right there. So I could see that appealing to someone if you were wanting to use this as a rescue knife. Liner lock on it, you're looking at like 50% lockup on that, and it does have some weight reduction just right there at the lock bar cutout, but it's not a light knife, I will say that. Big pocket clip, so you've got ease of access to the pocket. It's really easy to get it on a pair of pockets. Like if you have thicker pants, I could see this being something, these bigger pocket clips like this, because they distribute the weight a little bit more, are really good for things like canvas pants if you're working outdoors, or like I said, fire rescue, a fireman with those thick pants. The blade shape would be really good for a lot of those tasks. And the big beefy handles with the checkering is probably really good if you're wearing heavy gloves, trying to hold on to that when you've got reduced tactility and you know, you've lost some of the fine motor skills because of the gloves. But that for me is about where the good things end. So let's go ahead and talk about the things that I don't like about this knife. For me, for an EDC carry, this is just me, my personal thoughts. Okay, so I have to say that I had a low opinion of off-grid knives for a while because this was the first knife I'd ever seen. I've seen 3 of these now. I've not reviewed any of them. And this is the only video we're going to do on this because it is a hard pass for me. So first of all, I don't like assisted opening. I can understand why it would be something you would want if you're providing a fire rescue knife, but especially on this one, it is such a stiff, spring on that what I'm afraid of, the problem I see with it is that you'll get it part way and then not get it, and then it'll flip back open and you could hurt yourself, and then it doesn't lock all the way up. It is very, very stiff. The G10 on it is contoured to and textured to a point that even though this pocket clip is nice and broad, it will tear up your pockets. It's going to eat up your pockets. For me, that's not something I want for my day-to-day. That is a little overly aggressive in the texturing department. It will damage pockets. Like I said, not a knife that was meant. I don't think this knife was ever meant for just your day-to-day EDC. There's a spot for you to reverse carry. You can flip your pocket clip. And with that being said, that also was the pair of pants that I did put this in. I rubbed it a little bit. I was like, how much is that going to, you could see you were starting to get denim material in there. That is very, very sharp edged right there. And it will cut a hole in the pocket of your pants on the liner of the pocket of your pants. It does have a nice deep carry pocket clip, but like I said, it's not great in hand. That pocket clip it's nasty in hand. You can see right where that's at. So, like I said, this was the first off-grid knives that I saw, and then I got to see the Scorpion, and now I got to see the Stenger XL, which both those knives I'm pretty impressed with. I don't like this one, so that's why the title, like, off-grid knives, what were you thinking? This is the worst off-grid knives I've seen, and it's still really well made. Oh, other thing, sharpening. There is no sharpening choil. It comes down really abrupt. And so you're going to have a smile and there's a chance you're going to chip your stones. That doesn't affect your ability to sharpen it so much as you're going to get a smile here. And it's going to, that's aesthetic. But the big one is slamming into the corners of stones. If you've got expensive stones, that gets costly. You could have easily just done a choil right there. So there you go, guys. The off-grid knives, hard pass for me. I'm sure that there are some people that would see the value of it. Me, these days, not so much. So let's turn this around and do some final thoughts and send you out about your day. There you go, guys. Not a fan of this knife. And it's not that it's not well made or any of those things. It's just not a knife that I would look at and say, this is something I want in my pocket every day. Now, if I had a job where I would need something that fit this bill, I think this would work exceedingly well. But those are not the knives that most people carry day to day and are going to put in their pocket and carry around with them. Most people are going to carry something that's much more akin to most of the knives we usually see on the channel or the other off-grid knives. So not a bash on the company, just don't like this particular one. So guys, that's it on this one. If you like the videos, give them a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give them a thumbs down, but please try to tell me why. I can't change the content if you don't tell me what it is that you don't like. If you want to support the channel, like, share, subscribe, drop a comment, hit the bell icon. Make sure you've got the bell icon set to all, even though you're only going to get 3 notifications, if that. And hit the like button. Oh, make sure you've got notifications turned on your device or you won't get anything. Make sure you hit the like button. The likes push the channels up the algorithm. Right now, YouTube is not doing a lot to support channels and not sending out a lot of stuff. They're just basically like, we don't care about you. So the best way to push things up the algorithm is to like a video. It shows YouTube that you see value in it. If you want to support the channel financially, I say it all the time, ton of affiliate links down below on Amazon, the stuff that's down at the bottom. If you're looking for anything on Amazon, use one of those links to go in and then search, do your shopping from there. I don't care if you're buying shampoo, dog treats, food, it doesn't matter, car supplies, anything you purchase, I still get credit for it. Supports the channel and it doesn't cost you anything at checkout, just a little bit of effort. Coffee Brand Coffee, some of the best coffee I've had. Very, very neutral company. They don't pander. They don't do politics. Any money they make goes right back into the business to make the products better. 5% off if you use my affiliate link. And Doll Strong Knives have got some really, really cool knives. I also have a membership down below. It's all tier-based. Everyone has access to my Gilded server. Baseline and premium tier members are automatically entered into giveaways that I do on the Gilded server. And the premium guys have access to a sharpening tutorial series here on YouTube behind the paywall. Guys, that's it. I love you all. Keep it clean in the comment section. It makes it easier to moderate the channel. Make sure that your comments get seen. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. I'll see you in the next video.